My bad, I didn't hear you. I was, jamming out to my new beats. Now, on a serious note, I just came from outside and I had a blast. If you don't follow me on Instagram and TikTok, will be linked in the description and also on the sides here. But this video, I want to have a personal talk with me and you guys about my experience on social media as a micro influencer, just a little small influencer. I will be talking about the 3 things I dislike about social media from my experience. Number 1, I've become detached from reality, and that sounds so very complicated, but I'm gonna just make it more simpler. I use social media to distract me from real world problems, and that's okay for the most part. But I kind of did it a bit too much, and now you depend on it. It's not a healthy relationship sometimes, and I try and distract myself and avoid feeling certain feelings and emotions that I desperately need to feel. I put this image that I'm always happy and smiling and everything's amazing in my life, but the reality is that that's not life. That's not my life. It is for maybe 15 minutes when I'm recording, but besides that, I am sad, I am tired, I am sleepy, I am depressed, I'm angry, and that's just the reality that I try not to show people. And another thing that happened because I was so dependent on it was that I focused on it way too much. The numbers, the followers, the likes, everything was in my head. And the moment I realized I wasn't getting a lot of followers, I wasn't getting a lot of likes, views, whatever, it started affecting me more. I became more depressed, more upset, I got angry by the fact that why aren't people watching my videos? And I just was focused on this virtual image of myself and not working on my physical me. I'm not working on me, I'm not going outside as much. I'm not doing the things I love. Luckily though, I've been able to get control of it and I'm learning how to balance my life now. But that was something I really, really disliked. Number 2, people assume more. And obviously, if it connects to the last point, everyone thought and still thinks that I have a great life, and my life is my life. It's good and it has its bad moments too. But a lot of people assume a lot of things in a whole bunch of different areas. For example, people tend to call me Hollywood, and for those who joke around and say Hollywood as a joke, I know it's a joke. But there are a bunch of people that think I'm cocky, arrogant, that I'm this Hollywood famous person that doesn't want to text back. And yes, I am a cocky guy. I'm getting the hang of it. My friends keep me grounded down. If you guys know my friends, Daisy, Cindy, everyone at school, I'm cocky, and they beat me down to the ground just to make sure that I'm in reality, in the real world, because I am not perfect. I will never be perfect, and that is okay because I am okay with that. But a lot of people that don't know me personally end up assuming I'm like that all the time, that I'm cocky, that because I don't text back, I am too busy to talk with you, and that I forget about my friends. No, I'm just simply tired, and I tend to just watch YouTube, sleep for hours, and I'm getting into reading, so now I read. But people assume way too much now. And this isn't something that I would say is terrible, but it's hard to post with friends because everyone ends up assuming about that too. I end up posting my friends that are females, and everyone assumes I'm dating them, I'm crushing them. It makes things weird, and then I end up not feeling comfortable, and they also don't feel comfortable being on my page anymore because of those comments. And it's kind of weird, but I also don't mind it. But it's also not just up to me, it's up to how they feel about it too. It's a cooperative thing. Then again, I know putting myself on social media, yes, I'm getting this attention, and so people get to view my life in a certain way, and that is the risk I'm taking. So I understand, but these are just certain things that I dislike. But that doesn't mean I hate and I'm gonna stop doing social media. I love social media. At the end of the day, these are just certain things I'm picking out that kind of irritate me sometimes, kind of annoy me. Sometimes I ignore it, but like I said, assuming happens a lot. Yes. Number 3, privacy is out the window. And what I mean by that is that my private life isn't as private as it used to be. And obviously, again, I'm putting my life on social media. I know there's a risk that people are going to get involved in my life, and that's the risk I'm taking. But it's something I still have the right to, complain about sometimes, Like I said before, relationships are not private. I had a relationship online. Not the smartest idea, because when it ended, people were assuming, getting mad. A lot of assuming, honestly, and I was getting annoyed by it. And it was not the best time of my life at that moment after the breakup. And even now, whenever I try and talk to someone, it's hard to keep it private because people end up finding out, and that becomes annoying because I'm trying to have a private life outside of my public life. Leaked addresses, those are a thing too, because my address has been leaked a few times. Luckily, so far, not too many people know where I live right now. Good. But in my old house, I got my address leaked a few times. Luckily, no one really crazy showed up. I've had like one person show up before, and I personally don't mind if you take pictures of me because it's happened. But when it comes to my family, I am a bit more like restricted on that. No, wait, I don't even know the word. What is the word? I just don't feel okay sometimes when you guys take pictures of my family members, and it's happened. And I'm not saying everyone does it. Obviously, not everyone does it, because then it would be like a whole problem. But I've had a few people take pictures of my mom, my nieces, or whenever I'm with my family members, to take pictures of us together. And I'm like, cool, like if it's me, sure, because I'm putting myself on social media, but not my family members, because it's their choice if they want to be on social media. And currently, besides me, no one else wants to be on social media. But that, again, it's their life, and it's also part of my life because they're part of my family, and that's part of my private life that I try and keep private because they don't want to be on social media, but some people don't seem to respect it. Again, I know that I'm taking a risk being on social media. That's why certain things are public. By the way, this lighting is amazing, guys. Get yourself a window and put a camera right in front of it, and damn. Ooh. Alright, this is the cocky part I was talking about. Oh my god, I am cocky. In conclusion, sound like an essay, which, by the way, I used to write in conclusion to all my essays all the time. Luckily, I'm getting out of the habit because it's middle school stuff, like my professors say, which is true. Just be safe on the internet. You don't want your pictures being leaked like I did. But in general, just be careful on the internet. It's a very safe place at times to be creative, but it's also a very sketchy area. And if you want to do social media as an influencer, take it from me, be yourself, but be respectful, but also know the risks that come with it, but don't let it eat you up. Just have that in your mind so you know how to protect yourself. But be creative, be yourself, go express yourself. I'm picking up my camera, recording, picking up my phone, recording, putting some beats on, and just Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Better watch it.